Today we talking about something that's very near and dear to my heart. Hating. That's right, we talking about hating today. Hating is not just something you do to niggas. It's not something you simply do. It's an art form, a lifestyle, if you will. You gotta be good at it. You can't just go around saying, oh, I don't like your shoes. Nah, you gotta really despise that nigga's shoes. You gotta really hate that nigga's shoes. Y'all be hating, but y'all don't have no hatred. Y'all gotta do it right. Y'all gotta be like me, the king of hating. But it's some more greats in the hating game. So today, we're gonna be talking about the greatest haters of all time. Already know we gotta start this list off right. Y'all see this picture right here? So imagine you in the gym, right? You fucking balling. You putting up wilt numbers. You tired. You breathing heavy, sweaty, all that. Just turned into Adrian fucking Peterson in his prime in the gym. And then you go to this fountain, get you a drink, right? You drinking, you going ham, you're thirsty as fuck. And some girl that had the jump rope for 2 seconds and sat down for the rest of the time comes behind you, gets all up in your ear and says, 1, 2, 3, 4, you don't need anymore. Get the fuck back, nigga. Hating for no reason. Did you just see what I just did, nigga? Those production numbers I will put up in the gym would make Russell Westbrook look like a fucking AAU player. And you telling me I don't need any more? I'm going to get as much water as I want. Bitch, go to the warm fountain. The cold fountain is for the athletes. And y'all know who next up on the list. I don't even got to say nothing. I don't have to describe why he the greatest hater of all time. I only got one word and one single word for you, and you gonna know why.
Hey, looking good, Turner. Dinkelberg.
That is his reaction every time he sees this nigga Dinkelberg. Look how he's looking at him in the picture. Look at him. Dinkelberg's just waving at him. Dinkelberg is literally the nicest neighbor on the planet. He does not bother this nigga. This is top tier hating. It's one thing to have a reason to hate on a nigga, but to hate on a nigga for no reason at all, that is some bravo. Bravo. Give this nigga a round of applause. That is some top tier hating. Y'all just know it would not be a list without the GOAT himself. Look at this nigga right here. And I bet you're wondering, oh, it's just a guy posing in a picture. What's so bad about this picture? Y'all don't even know the half of it. Let me show y'all the full image. This shit says, just stopped by one of my biggest haters' funeral today just to make sure he was still dead. Hashtag RIP Bozo. Hashtag die haters die. Nigga, what? What? This is so top tier. You are at this man's funeral with his friends and family to make sure he was still dead? What the fuck? What did he do to make you that upset? What? How could you be beefing with this nigga after death? This is first class A1 hating. He's beefing with a nigga in a casket, a stiff body. What? That is crazy. Next up on the list, we got the man himself, Edward Brock Jr. You can just call him Eddie Brock though, but I'ma just call him a HAN, a hating ass nigga, if you will. Because this man right here, I know what you're thinking. Oh, what's so bad about this scene if you've never seen Spider-Man 3? Let me play the clip for y'all.
It's Brock, sir. Edward Brock Jr. I come before you today, humbled and humiliated, to ask you for one thing. I want you to kill Peter Parker.
Right. He did not stutter. He went into the church while the father was still there, no less. The father was there. Y'all saw him. Y'all saw him up there. He was there. And went to church and prayed to God that he kills Peter Parker. What? What the who prays for some? How mad do a nigga have to make you that you literally go to church to pray on his downfall? He literally, quite literally prayed on his downfall. That's some top tier hating. Bravo. Fucking vote. Cause it takes a lot of dedication to even get up and go to church. But to get up and go to church and ask God to kill somebody, give this nigga a round of applause, bro. He needs a gold medal in hating, bro. This is crazy. And you know we couldn't have a list of the greatest haters of all time without Abuela from Encanto. This hag, this absolute scoundrel, this scallywag, this crusty ass mop bucket sat up here and hated for the entire movie until like the last 15 minutes. I still ain't forgive her. Maribel and them may have forgive her, but I ain't forgave her. Cause this shit was so crazy. She hated so hard. She was literally destroying her house. Her hatred was literally killing the magic in the house, bruh. And then not only that, to top it off, she hated so hard that it made everybody in the town think her son was evil for real. She hated Bruno for using his power. Bruno could see in the future and she hated him for it. She made it look like he was evil. She kicked the nigga out the house. Unfortunately, I really can't put Abuela too high on the list because them hating Bruno did give us this banger right here. Bruno, I'm sorry, you my dog, but this shit go too hard. And if they didn't hate you, we wouldn't have this shit. But we gotta get to the next entry on the list. Hold on, bro, because it's finna get wicked. These last two, we entering severe hating territory. Like, if y'all thought I was bad or anybody on this list before them was bad, it's finna get wicked, nigga. Just in case y'all don't know who this is Dio Brando from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And this nigga has to be, from the very single moment he entered the main character's life, he gave him hell his whole life. And for no reason at all. He just didn't like that nigga. He had no reason not to like him. Because the main character, Jonathan, is the nicest guy you'll ever meet. Literally the nicest guy. He had absolutely no reason to hate this nigga the way he did. And it is insane. The very moment, the first second he interacts with this nigga, he kicked his fucking dog in the head, bro. Even the worst part, it gets worse. He proceeds to have a fight with Jonathan, notices that Jonathan's dad, who is now his adopted father, is rich as hell and plots to kill him, right? So Jonathan is really good at boxing or whatever, and he likes to box or whatever in his spare time. He goes to the boxing ring, beats the shit out of Jonathan, cheats, and shoves his fucking thumb in his eye while they're boxing, and then proceeds to beat the shit out of him some more. And then if y'all thought it got worse, there's a girl that Jonathan really, really likes. Dio fucking sexually assaulted her just so he could get the first kiss from her and not Jonathan. This nigga is insane. He's a scoundrel for no reason. The crazy part is, after all that, Jonathan forgave him. And and Dio had the audacity to pretend like they were cool. He pretended like they were friends all the way until they graduated from college, in which he then proceeded to backstab him and poison his dad. And then they had a fight to the fucking death. And Jonathan won, or at least he thought he won, until that nigga came back from the fucking dead, stole his body, and started beef with his grandchildren. The hatred spawned after generations, my nigga. Generations. This shit is so sickening. He has to get a gold medal, but it can only be one number one. And I can only get that to one nigga. One nigga has to be Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash. I got 3 words for you. It was me, Barry. This nigga right here. Y'all thought the other people on this list was bad. He is the worst. He is hands down the worst, and it is not close. So basically, in the future, Eobard Thawne is a big fan of the Flash or whatever. So he goes back in time to visit the Flash because he wants to be a superhero. But he starts fucking up. Obviously, because he's not a fucking superhero. He's just a fanboy in a costume. And the Flash is like, no, bro, you can't do this, bro. He's like, we could just be friends. But he wanted to be the Flash's best friend. But Barry Allen already have a best friend. He saw this, got jealous, and then decided that he was going to ruin this nigga's life. Well, at first, he just went back in time and just tried to kill Barry Allen. Like, okay, that's hatred. That's cool. But then he started to fade from existence because if Barry Allen doesn't exist, he would have never became a thing either. So he realized he can't do that. So instead of being like, oh, okay, well, let me be a reasonable, mature adult and move on with my life, he proceeded to do everything in his power to make Barry's life hell without killing him. He went back in time and killed his best friend. He went back in time and made him miss an important catch at a baseball game so his team would hate him. What the fuck type of shit is that? He went back in time and pushed Barry down the stairs at super speed so it looked like he tripped. He went back in time and killed this man's mom. He went back in time and killed this man's girlfriend. Show you how wicked this man really is. I'm gonna play this clip for y'all because y'all need to see this.
Slow enough for me to kill Iris. Remember when you were making out with your first girlfriend? And you came right as she touched your leg? It was me, Barry. I jerked you off at super speed so it'd seem like you nutted at just a woman's touch.
So that clip was actually fake. But it doesn't matter because he'll do something like that for real. He's really diabolical like that for real. That's why he take the number 1 spot on this list. I couldn't give it to nobody else because that video was fake, but I wouldn't believe that he didn't do that for real. Matter of fact, let me show y'all a list of things that he has done to Barry Allen just to wrap it up. Obviously, the whole list wasn't going to fit in the screenshot. This is just a little portion of the list. But just look at numbers 4 through 9. Let's talk about this shit. Mentally abused Barry since birth. That shit is crazy. He burned down Barry's childhood house. Why? He had no reason to do that. Barry didn't even live in the house anymore at the time. He killed his dog. Why would you kill Barry's dog? Do y'all even remember the Flash having a dog? You know why you don't? Because he killed the nigga. Erased his best friend from existence to make sure Barry grows up alone. That is crazy. What the fuck? And then on top of that, he broke Barry's arm when he was a kid. And you know why? For no reason at all. He literally did not have a reason to do it. He just did it out of spite. And then he murdered Barry's mom and put the blame on his dad. So not only is he motherless, he's also fatherless. And it's all because Barry didn't want to be his best friend. This shit is crazy. Eobard Thawne is the greatest hater of all time. Hats off to Reverse Flash. Anyway, guys, that's going to be a wrap for this one. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. And also, if you enjoyed the music that was playing in the background, I got a link to my Apple Music in the description. Also, there's a link to my Instagram in the bio. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. And remember, if you gon' hate on a nigga, you got to do it right.